The other week, I was the best dad in the world, according to Instagram and the internet. I was posting my typical wholesome family content. The internet especially loves the father-daughter adventures that I share. A week later, I post a different video, and that same internet was filling the comment sections telling me what a terrible dad I am. And not only that, there was some of the most aggressive, hateful comments that I've ever received. Was it something that I should have not cracked down on her? Should I have been a little easier on her? Was it all my fault? Hi! Hey boys, what's up? Oh my God. Adia, that's not okay. I stopped downhill of you and you ran over my skis.
Okay.
Upon reviewing this video, I can see Adia looks up at the chair when her brothers call down to us. I believe August or somebody yelled, "Dada!" And I could kind of see him in the corner of my eye, and I just kept skiing for one more turn. And then as I got closer to him, I decided to stop. Those were the exact same 2 seconds that Adia was looking up to her right and she wasn't paying attention to me in front of her. Now, I don't blame her for this. I don't fault her for the very natural or an organic act of looking up when somebody calls down to you. That's exactly what I did. We are not perfect, and accidents are accidents for a reason. When I came to a complete stop, there was nobody in front of me, nobody to my right, nobody to the left. It's a wide open green run. I was probably traveling around moderate speeds, 60 kilometers an hour, 50, 45 kilometers an hour. It took me about 2 seconds to stop. I was in control. I wasn't going to crash into anybody. Yes, did I look up at the chair as well? Of course. But the lesson that I wanted to impart into her is that she has to be responsible to avoid those downhill of her. There are a bunch of small nuance factors in this near-miss collision scenario where I definitely played a role, and I'm aware of that. But Adia not looking where she's going is the lesson that I wanted her to learn. She's 5 years old, she can ski like the wind, she has incredible control, and she wouldn't have even had to stop above me. She could have easily just avoided me with a little half turn and then stop beside me or downhill of me. Again, I have messed up plenty of times as a dad. I've knocked my kids over on skis. I've increased the risk by filming and having them between my legs. I am not afraid of admitting failure, being vulnerable, and owning up to when I made mistakes. Daddy made you fall. That's fine. Oh! No! The first time I've done that. I put myself and this video out for judgment to the internet. Half of the internet loved it still and supported and saw my perspective, and the other half said, "You're an idiot." Thankfully, for somebody who's a content creator, I'm fairly connected to my sense of self-worth. You know, does it hurt to get angry comments from people? Not when I don't know them. Not anymore. Am I perfect? No, and I know that. I hold myself to a very high standard. I'm a huge fan of personal responsibility. And you might say, well, look, Dad, you're the adult, so you have to have responsibility here. It's totally on your fault. Nope. Not with my kids. I believe in empowering and imparting a sense of responsibility onto my kids right from the get-go. When they can learn that they play a key role in avoiding and reducing risk and avoiding accidents, then they can be safer on the mountain. It is better for Adia to learn this lesson now, that it is her responsibility to always avoid the skier downhill. Now, Adia definitely scared and startled me when she ran over my skis. I will not be suing Adia for emotional damages. And skis are tools, not jewels. I have zero concerns about scratches on the top of my skis. At the risk of making this video a little longer, I do want to revisit the Alpine Responsibility Code. The first one is you must maintain control. You have to ski in a way where you are in control of yourself and you are able to avoid others and other obstacles that are out there. Number two is that people ahead of you have the right of way. You must be able to avoid them. And that's why I reacted the way I did to Adia, is because I was downhill of her. Now, I admit this is a very nuanced situation. There's often two at play. I am the adult, I'm the dad, I'm the leader. And in this situation, I absolutely could have done better. And the third one applies to me a little bit here in this situation where I stopped in front of her. You're supposed to stop in a place where you are visible uphill and you do not restrict traffic. I was very visible. I was in the middle of an open wide green run. Adia could see me. If she was watching me, she would have seen me. But I did stop directly in front of her. I didn't know exactly how far behind me she was. I noticed when I was watching the video that I was doing some turns. I think she was probably straight lining a little bit more and not turning as much. It's debatable as to whether or not I was restricting traffic, because Adia did have the whole run right and left of me. It wasn't a narrow row where she had no other options to go. Number 4, look uphill and avoid others before starting or when entering onto a run. You want to look uphill to make sure nobody's like cruising by you before you start, because they see you you as a stopped entity. They see you as somebody who is not moving and they expect you to kind of stay still. And so this video is not about blaming Adia. This video is about responsibility. I take full responsibility for knowing that I could have done better in this situation and not stopped so abruptly in a way that she's not used to. But Adia's personal responsibility in this instance is to always be paying attention to somebody downhill of her and to expect the unexpected. What if it wasn't me? What if it was somebody else, just a random kid, and they fell, right? It's Adia's responsibility to give enough space so that she could react and go around them. If you made it this far in the video, let me know what you think below in the comments. It's all good. Adia and I are on great terms. No harm, no foul. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And more importantly, I hope you get outside for an adventure of your own soon.